Kids. I come in first in the slow kids, and there was probably a couple hundred metres between the fast kids and the slow kids, but I come first to the slow kids.
So back then it was even everybody won.
So but anyway, can you pass me one of those? I use that as notes. Thank you.
So Jeff, before you start, I've just recorded it.
Yeah.
I'm just recording it.
Just start recording, yeah. Okay, so this is going, yep, okay. So what exactly is visibility? Visibility is actually you noticing things. Suppose you're going to buy a car and you go around and you think, oh, this particular red car is the best one I've ever seen. And you go around and decide to buy a red car. Everywhere you go, you see this colour red car. You never noticed them before, but now, because it's front of mind, you start noticing it. This is what visibility is. It's becoming front of mind in front of all your clients. Being the first person they think about when they want to go do something. Visibility online, one thing to remember is that Google controls all online searches. So the first thing you've got to do is not try and trick Google, but give Google exactly what it wants. Google loves information. The more places you are found online, the more authority you have with Google. If you've got more authority, they're going to show you up first. And with like let's take McDonald's. McDonald's is in every major suburb. Joe's hamburger joint might serve better hamburgers, but nobody knows about them. Maybe a few people locally. But everybody knows McDonald's because they're everywhere. If your business is everywhere online, Google's going to know that and going to start showing you in the choices. So when you do a search online, you choose keywords. And with those keywords, Google will show you 3 choices, usually. In that 3-pack, you get 3 choices. People then go and they Google those 3 choices to find out more about them. If they go and Google reputation marketing specialist, I occupy most of that first page. Now, my idea is that to get you to do the same thing. All my clients, I try and get them to do the same thing. So what will happen is you'll probably have a couple of listings of your website. You'll have your Facebook business page. Your Google business profile will show up on the right, and provided it's all set up properly, that will be great. Your LinkedIn profile will show up. Local directories. Local directories are great for backlinks. All of these things need to be set up. And if you're business to business, you must have that LinkedIn. And everything must be set up properly. And it must be set up so that it gives a benefit to your client. It has to be set up for a benefit. Not just say, how great you are. So basically what you need to do, you need to have your website. I prefer a WordPress website. Over 42% of all websites online are WordPress. And that's the one that Google loves the best because it can actually search it and there's bots that know how to go around it and find out information. So WordPress website is the best. You own it. If something goes wrong and you want to move it, you can move it anywhere you like. You set up on something on other things like Squarespace, Wix or things like that, they own it, they can shut you down at any time, you can't move it. But WordPress you can take anywhere you like. Your Facebook business page, set that up. That's got to be set up behind your business profile, your ordinary personal profile. Your business page is behind it. And try and put information up there on a regular basis. Now the information is not just all by my stuff. You put up educational things. You put up jokes and things like that. You share things onto it. The more you can share, the more people tend to like it. When you are starting to share things, that's really great. Videos. Videos are very great. If you can get videos onto your website, people stay on your website longer. That's one of the things that Google looks at. Google looks at the time on your website. So videos keep people there longer. You can have a YouTube channel. When you set up your YouTube channel, you set up a playlist. So then when one video finishes, you can go, usually the next one comes up. So this is basically what you try and do. You try and link everything up together. Local directories like Hot Frog, Aussie Web, Start Local, all those things give you backlinks to your website. Backlinks count. And also those local directories can actually occupy that first page of Google when people are doing a search for your particular business. Trust is another big factor. Trust is built up through reviews and testimonials. Reviews and testimonials by everybody else is great. It's better than putting reviews and testimonials on your own website. If you put them on yourself, you could have written them yourself. Aunt Mary could have written them. Your mother, your brother, your sister, if you're on good terms with them, could have given you a good testimonial. But if it's an independent site like Google, that counts. Facebook counts. LinkedIn recommendations count. All these sort of things count. And it's a good idea to try and get people to put recommendations on that. You can even do reviews on local directories. Most of them will take it. So when you set up your Google business profile, it used to be called Google My Business. When you set that up and you do it properly, all the information Google needs is on there. Your business name, a business description. When it's done all properly, all this is there. Your categories, you can pick several categories, but the main one that you pick is the most important one. You put that up first. Google uses these things in Google search. All of these things are important, so make sure that you put it all there. Google knows where you are, where the searcher is, and where you are. They'll tend to look up, present things that are in the local area. I did a search yesterday with one of my clients who's down here in Coomera, and I was up in Logan. Different results. Google knew where I was and where he was. So they're different results. One of the things you can do to come up in better places is to put the service areas you service. So make sure that those service areas are all there. And put the individual suburbs. So, you know, I've got, I do work on the Gold Coast, Brisbane. I've even got Ipswich and Toowoomba in there. Okay? And all of those things. Don't put it too big an area. If it's too big an area, Google gets confused. If you say you do the whole of Oceania, you may do it, but Google gets confused. But the main thing is build it up in your own area first before you start trying to get it anywhere else. Reviews and testimonials. I have a system for getting reviews and testimonials. Basically what it is you send out a text message to your client that particular night with a link to where to leave the business, where to leave the review. Now we give them three choices: Google, Facebook, and somewhere else. There's three choices. So if they don't have a Google, the Gmail account, they can't leave it on Google, but they can leave it on the other places. They've got the choice. A bit later on, they get an email. And a few days later, they get another email. But the thing is, as soon as they click on that link, the sequence starts, so they don't get pounded. But if they put it aside to do later, then they get reminded. So that's the system we use. And it's a light, easy system. It takes them straight through to where to leave it. They don't have to go looking. You make it easy for your client, they're more likely to do it. If you get a review, reply to everyone. And when you reply to everyone, you don't use the same standard thing. I've seen some people just say, thank you for the great review, and do that on every review they get. And sometimes when they get a bad review, they get abusive. When you leave a review, you're not leaving the review for the person who left it, you're leaving it for everybody else who reads it. So change your review, your reply every time. Bad reviews, and let's face it, all of us can get it because it's impossible to please 100% of the people 100% of the time. So we're all likely to get a bad review. When you get a bad review, don't answer it straight away, but you answer it in a way that explains the situation. If you're not sure how to do it, I ask my clients to give me a call. And even if you're not my client, you can still give me a call and I'll give you a bit of advice on how to reply to a situation like that. And it's the reply that counts. You can actually turn a bad review into a good one by the way you reply. So are there any questions?
So what was this thing you were talking about? If you want to send people, so you just don't send them your email for a review, can you just explain that again?
Basically, if you want your clients for that day, you send them a text message, and basically we set it all up for you. So all you got, so yeah, we set it all up for you, and you've got it on your computer. And when you just fill in the name and everything on your computer, and the text message goes out. Then an email will go out a bit later, and a second email. That's provided you've got both mobile numbers and also their email address. If you don't, one or the other. It's a proprietary system that we have. We set it up for you, and it's on your computer, and you can do that, and that gets you the reviews, and they get published. Doing it that way.
Thank you.
And with all these things that I set up for people, it can get quite expensive. So, and it's very good for startups, but as I said, it's expensive, but we can do it bit by bit. We don't have to do the whole lot in one hit. And we can set up a payment, so much a month, to set it all up, and I just do it gradually through the time. And we set it all up, and we need information from you. And it's a good idea to keep putting posts up. Give reviews yourself. When you give reviews yourself to people and to businesses, then you become what they call a local guide. And then your reviews count more than anything else. You're also giving good example to everybody else. So all of these things count. So businesses that are just starting up, it's great. Businesses that are established, that don't have everything set up, we can add to it. And this is what I love to do.